What if I told you that your brain is secretly sabotaging every goal you've ever set, not because it's against you, but because it literally cannot understand the word don't? 3 years ago, I discovered this mind-bending truth that completely changed how I approach every challenge in my life. And by the end of this video, you'll never think about your thoughts the same way again. Your brain is the most sophisticated computer ever created, processing millions of bits of information every second, yet it has one fascinating flaw that most people never discover. When you tell yourself, "I don't want to fail," your brain hears, "I want to fail." When you think, "I won't mess up this presentation," your brain registers, "I will mess up this presentation." This isn't some mystical concept, it's neuroscience, and understanding this single principle will revolutionize how you approach every aspect of your life. Let me take you back to a moment that changed everything for me. I was 25, sitting in my car before the biggest job interview of my career, repeating like a mantra, "Don't be nervous, don't stumble over your words, don't forget the key points." I walked into that interview more anxious than I'd ever been, stumbled through my responses, and completely blanked on everything I'd prepared. As I drove home, defeated, I couldn't understand why positive thinking had failed me so spectacularly. That night, I discovered something that would reshape my understanding of success and failure forever. I wasn't thinking positively at all. I was programming my brain for exactly what I didn't want. My brain had been listening to every "don't" and translating it into a blueprint for failure. The revelation hit me like lightning. My brain wasn't working against me, it simply couldn't process negative commands. Here's what's happening inside your mind right now. Your subconscious brain, which controls about 95% of your daily actions, operates like a sophisticated computer that only understands positive commands. When you think, "I don't want to be late," your brain must first create an image of being late to understand what you don't want, and that image becomes your mental program. Neuroscientists have discovered that your brain's reticular activating system, the part that filters information and focuses your attention, cannot distinguish between what you want and what you want to avoid. It simply amplifies whatever you focus on most intensely. This is why athletes who visualize crossing the finish line first perform better than those who imagine not coming in last, even though both scenarios involve winning. The profound truth is this. Your brain is always working for you, never against you, but it's only capable of moving toward whatever you consistently focus on, regardless of whether that focus is positive or negative. Consider the entrepreneur who constantly worries about business failure versus the one who visualizes successful client meetings and growing revenue. The first creates a mental environment of scarcity and fear, while the second programs their mind for abundance and opportunity. Both are equally committed to success, but only one is speaking their brain's language. Think about relationships. The person who enters every conversation thinking, "I hope I don't say something awkward," versus someone who approaches interactions with, "I'm excited to connect with this person." The first person's brain is rehearsing awkwardness, while the second is programming connection and confidence. Even in simple daily activities, this principle transforms outcomes. Instead of, "I won't be disorganized today," try, "I will be focused and efficient." Instead of, "I don't want to eat unhealthy food," think, "I choose nourishing meals that energize my body." These aren't just semantic differences, they're completely different instructions to your subconscious mind. Here's how to rewire your internal dialogue starting today. First, become aware of your negative programming by catching yourself every time you use words like don't, won't, can't, or shouldn't in your self-talk. Write them down for one day, and you'll be amazed at how often you're accidentally programming yourself for what you don't want. Next, transform every negative statement into a positive command. Instead of, "I don't want to be stressed," say, "I choose to feel calm and centered." Instead of, "I won't procrastinate," declare, "I take action immediately on my priorities." Your brain will thank you by creating neural pathways that support these positive outcomes. Finally, spend 5 minutes each morning visualizing your day unfolding exactly as you want it to. See yourself confident in meetings, energized throughout the day, and accomplishing your goals with ease. Your brain will begin seeking opportunities to make these visualizations reality because that's the only way it knows how to operate. The most profound realization you can have is that you are not a victim of your thoughts. You are their architect. Every moment of every day, you're either programming yourself for success or struggle, confidence or doubt, joy or anxiety. Your brain is your most loyal servant, faithfully executing whatever instructions you give it through your focus and attention. The choice is yours. Will you continue accidentally programming yourself for what you don't want, or will you harness this incredible power to create the life you truly desire? Start today by catching one negative thought and transforming it into a positive command. If this video opened your eyes to the power of positive mental programming, hit that like button and subscribe for more life-changing insights. Share your biggest takeaway in the comments below. I read every single one and love hearing how these concepts transform your daily experience. Remember, whether you think you'll win or lose, you're absolutely right. So choose your thoughts as carefully as you choose your actions.